let's talk about colic or the period of purple crying. Purple stands for peak of crying, unpredictable, resistant to soothing, painful look, long lasting, evening time. That is hard to remember. You know why they changed it? Because old guys like me called it colic, and colic used to be considered a disease process, that there was something wrong. And what has changed in pediatrics is now it's called purple crying because it's more indicative of a developmental stage. It usually starts somewhere between 2 weeks and 5 months. Colic used to be called the 100 days of crying. I've never really seen it last that long, but it can. And classically, the babies look like they're having stomach aches. They cry, they're very difficult to soothe, and it tends to happen in the witching hour, which is usually in the afternoons or evenings. Now, just because they're calling it a developmental stage doesn't mean that it's comfortable. In fact, if you want to think of what colic and a purple time is, it's kind of like having a stomach cramp. All of us have had stomach cramps. The reason why babies at this age, in my mind, have this is because the intestines are supposed to move stuff along in a coordinated series of contractions, and for babies, it's not coordinated yet, and that feels like gas that's trapped. I'm sure you've heard a million other therapies that people have tried. Gripe water, Mylicon, all these drops, a million different things. And the fact is, they probably all don't do very much. As long as it's safe, feel free to try it. But in the end, it's probably just time. My wife Darcy recommends a warm bath with a wet washcloth across the belly. If you ask my mom, she'd probably say put the baby in a stroller and go for a walk because the vibrations might comfort the baby. My favorite way is a combination of two things. One is something called the hold. I see Dr. Robert Hamilton from California do this. And what you do is you take the baby's arms and you hold them across the chest. You lean the baby forward and you hold them by their hiney and you just kind of wiggle their hiney around as they're doing that. You combine that with what's called 5-8-5. 5-8-5 is you get up, you walk around for 5 minutes, then you sit with the baby and you hold them for 8 minutes as they calm down. And if you have to, you get up one more time and walk for 5 minutes. Usually by then, babies will calm down. Having your baby cry for prolonged periods can be a very stressful situation. It's important to have family or support around. Remember, if you're starting to feel too stressed, find someone to pass your baby along to and take a break.